James Brown, and he certainly does feel good. And actually, the 12-inch version of that song apparently is just really, really great, so try and pick that up. Now, coming up next in the music news, a first-hand look at the new Starship video.
Ho, ho, ho! You sent in these cards and letters voting for your favorite metal videos of all time, and now MTV's giving them to you for Christmas! So ring out the holidays with me, Santa Snyder, and my surprise guest, as we count down the 20 most humongous videos ever on Heavy Metal Mania's Measure of Metal, Thursday night at 10, 9 Central on MTV. Watch it!
Hello out there. Listen, how would you like to save some money and get something I'm absolutely sure you can use and enjoy right now, right where you are? It's TV Guide, America's favorite television magazine, and here's the story. You call this toll-free number and take advantage of the special TV offer, and you get 30 weeks of TV Guide home delivered, and you get 3 months to pay, and you get the lowest price going, and that's the promise.
Yes, right now, call 800-228-3456 for 30 weeks of TV Guide at the lowest price going. 30 weeks of TV Guide in your mailbox for pennies a day. And you can pay in 3 easy monthly installments of just $5.75 each. 800-228-3456. Send no money, but call today. 800-228-3456.
TV Guide pays for the call. Call now. You'll be glad you did.
1985 has seen Starship gain a new audience with their #1 hit, We Built This City, and they'll try to repeat that success with a new video called Sarah. MTV Music News was on the set as the cameras were rolling.
I light a candle to our love. In love, our problems disappear. But all in all, we soon discover that one and one is all we long to hear. All around the world, little children being born to the world. Got to give them all we can till the war is won. Then will the work be done? Help them to learn songs of joy instead of burn, baby, burn. Let us show them how to play the pipes of peace. Play the pipes of Help me to learn songs of joy instead of burn, baby, burn. Won't you show me how to play the pipes of peace? Play the pipes of What do you say? Will the human race be run in a day? Or will someone save this planet we're playing on? Is it the only one? What are we gonna do? Help them to see that the people here are like you and me. Let us show them how to play the pipes soon discover the one-on-one is all we long to hear. As the sun hides here, another night's rest, and the wind sings the same old song. You on the edge, never close, never far, always there when I needed a friend. But it's hard living life on this merry-go-round, always up, always down, spinning round and round and round. And all this could be such a dream, so it seems I was never much good at goodbye. There once was a time, never far from my mind, on the beach, on the 4th of July. I remember the sand, how you held out your hand, and we touched for what seemed a lifetime. But it's hard leaving all this behind me now, like a schoolboy so lost, never found his return out. Such a dream, so it seems I was never much good at goodbye.
Goodbyes in that new one from Night Ranger. Now, this Sunday night, MTV presents 365 days of the year and one 90-minute show. So if you want to catch up on anything that you might have missed in '85, the year in rock is for you. Sunday night, 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 Pacific. And how would you like to wake up on New Year's Day to this list of prizes? The car of your dreams, $20,000 worth of Panasonic media equipment for your home and car, plus a whopping addition to your bank account. Look for specially marked wrappers of Bonkers Fruit Chewy Candy and Bubble Yum Bubble Gum. And stay tuned for details on how you might win these things and get your year started in terrific style. And You're a Friend of Mine, that's an appropriate tune coming up within 5 minutes because there's a friend of mine over here, Martha Quinn. Merry Christmas. I'd like to wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful day and you got all the presents you want. And of course, the pleasure is of giving, and I hope you had a chance to give something to somebody that you really cared about. Merry Christmas.
You caught me. I read Us Magazine. I know, you're probably thinking she's the one who plays Jamie Ewing Barnes on Dallas, and she must meet millions of celebrities at those famous Hollywood parties, and she subscribes to Us Magazine. Well, once you see the new Us, you'll want to subscribe too, because if you like people, you'll love Us. Every story is about celebrities. It's all in glorious color, and okay, I admit it. I love all the inside information you can only get in Us, and so will you.
If you like people, you love the new Us, the most colorful celebrity magazine in the world. Every issue is all about celebrities, and it's all in color. Us finds the most famous faces in the most interesting places, shows you where they live, where they work, where they party, their families and their friends. We catch the couples going out and the loners who stay in. You get the latest on the legends and the lovers, their happiness and heartbreak, because celebrities tell us their most personal, intimate stories. Stories you won't read anywhere else. Now you can subscribe to Us with this special deal you won't get anywhere else. A year of Us delivered to your home for just $15.95. That's 33% off our full subscription rate, 59% off the annual newsstand price. Call right now. Call 1-800-358-8888. 1-800-358-8888. From the sexy to the sensational, from the soaps to the nuts, all in Us and all in color.
And look what else you get when you subscribe. This great watch, free. It's one of those crazy, colorful watches everyone's wearing. You'll love it, and it's free. So call us now.
Call 1-800-358-8888. 1-800-358-8888. Get 1 year of Us for just $15.95, and the watch is free.
Good, someone's there right now. So call us.
New Year's Eve. It's a jungle out there.
So let's bring it to the party. Stay up all night, go crazy, and then give away $1 million. That's how MTV's gonna do it at the 5th annual MTV New Year's Eve Rock and Roll Ball. Live on stage from New York City, the heart of darkness, an all-star bill. Starship. Hooters. Divinos. And Charlie Sexton. 4 hours of live music, and we're giving away $1 million in cash and prizes as we wrap up the contest of the century, the $1 million giveaway. Join MTV, special guests, miscellaneous party flamingos, and your social director, Howie Mandel, as we ring in the new year across America in all 4 time zones. Live on your tube, the 5th annual MTV New Year's Eve Rock and Roll Ball, starting 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. Sponsored in part by Swatch and Ford. 8685 with MTV.
MTV Music Television. I'm Martha Quinn, and on the way, we have Stevie Wonder video, Asia sneak preview within 20. Merry Christmas. News rolls on. I'll tell you about the Clash, and right here, we're going to start off with Billy Joel.
You don't know me, but I knew your father. He wanted me to give you this.
sorry I left. I hope this message will explain why. I need your help.
In the Mechanics with me, Martha Quinn, on Christmas Day. We do have music news. Although nearly the whole British record industry is based in London, the members of OMD have stayed in their hometown, Liverpool. Bassist Andy McCluskey told us that Liverpool isn't quite as lively as it once was, but that suits him just fine.
Liverpool is so boring. There's nothing else to do but write songs, so it keeps you busy. I think really, seriously, if we lived in London, there'd be too many other things to do. You know, it'd be like living in LA or living in New York. There'd be too many distractions, and people could always get hold of you and say, oh, listen, you must do this and you must do that. But if you're up in Liverpool, they're less inclined to pay for your airfare and, you know, things like that.
And this fall, The Clash released their first album in 3 years, and their former guitarist Mick Jones put out a record with his new band, Big Audio Dynamite. And at the end of January, former Clash drummer Topper Headon will release his first solo album. The album is called Waking Up. The Toppers band includes former Jeff Beck vocalist Bobby Tench and keyboardist Mickey Gallagher, who also played with The Clash. Concert date information for Pat Benatar. She's going out on the road, her first tour in over 2 years, and this, I'm guessing, well, I know, this is her first Christmas as a mom. Within 20 minutes, John Cougar Mellencamp, he is out on the road, and we're going to take a look at Bloomington, Indiana, birthplace of David Lee Roth in Small Town.
It's summertime, summertime, summertime.
Sessions presents Summertime Gold, an amazing 5-record collection featuring 55 of the greatest hits of summertime, performed by the original artists. Just listen.
Oh, it's so nice to be with you. And it's a bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini, me and you and a darling blue.
My boyfriend's back and you're gonna be in trouble.
Beach baby, give me your hand. Later on Monday and my heart stood still.
Relive all those great memories of summers past with Summertime Gold. This giant 5-record set contains 55 smash hits, all 100% certified original hits by the original artists.
Summer breeze,
One fine day.
just like Romeo and Juliet. On the down at Palisades Park. The sun goes up, the car goes by.
Summertime Gold is a must for everyone. Your choice of stereo records, 8-tracks, or cassette tapes for just $19.95.
You should make with your little heart. Undercover angel, midnight Tennessee, the night Chicago died. Now when you're feeling low and the fish won't bite, I couldn't sleep at all last night.
Here's how to get your Summertime Gold collection now.
COD and credit card customers, call toll-free 1-800-847-7000. That's 1-800-847-7000. Or save COD charges by sending check or money order for $19.95 for a 5-record set, 3 8-track or cassette tapes, plus $2.50 postage and handling to Summertime Gold. Box 1199, Scarsdale, New York.
Hi, we're with Nixon. I'd like to say a very Merry Crimbley, happy stereo, lots of plastic wadding, and very future.
We're happy tonight, walking all bright
walking in a winter MTV.
Y'all set? Relax, man. Yeah. Is this a job? Go get him. I'll be right here.
It's 10 a.m. on Wednesday, August 23rd. Here are the top news stories this hour. Dade County Police are investigating the mystery shooting of a Miami businessman. At the moment, there appears to be no motive for the slaying.
Go, the first one from the new album. Carl Palmer on drums, and now ELP has reformed, but they've brought in Cozy Powell, appropriately enough. They're still calling the band ELP. Well, as we wait for Double Duran to get back into the studio, we can feed our heads with a double dose of Simon, Roger, Andy, John, and Nick. Friday night, we are going to present sort of a post-Christmas present to all the Duranis. First up, Blue Silver, a documentation of their 1984, and immediately following that is As the Lights Go Down, an hour-long concert film from Double Duran. Double dose yourself Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 in the Central Time Zone. 1986 is just a few days away, and that means for us, the 5th annual MTV New Year's Eve Rock and Roll Ball is even closer. Be with all of us. Co-host Howie Mandel is going to come into New York for the occasion, and we're going to count down to 1986 in all 4 time zones. So no matter where you are, we'll be celebrating your New Year's with you. We're also going to be drawing the grand prize winner in the $1 Million giveaway and listening to music live from the Starship, Divinals, Charlie Sexton, and the Hooters. We're going to kick things off 11:30 p.m. Eastern. Time is 1. it all gets underway. New Year's Eve, and it's live from New York City and sponsored in part by Swatch. Coming up within 25 minutes, we have Jon Anderson singing Three Ships, came to the MTV studios, and I have to tell you, I worked it took me hours to get my dressing room really messy for just that one quick shot.
The puck stops here, all season long and on into the Stanley Cup. Live in your living room, Buffalo Sabres hockey action on your local cable channel. Check it out. Buffalo Sabres hockey is brought to you by Tunmore Nissan and by Genesee Beer, the great outdoors in a glass.
Don't miss the next Sabre game on Channel 10 Thursday, December 26th at 7:30 when the New York Rangers come to Buffalo.
Hi, this is Cliff Smith, inviting you to watch Section 6 Sports every week right here on cable. What's in it for you? Plenty. All the high school scores, all the high school sports, not just football, baseball, and basketball, plus interviews with your favorite coaches and athletes. So check your local listings, and then, right here on cable, join me for Section 6 Sports. If you don't, I'll have to penalize you 15 yards for clipping.
Section 6 Sports is brought to you by Coca-Cola, Tops Friendly Markets, and Perkins Restaurants.
They warmed us with laughter and thrilled us with suspense. They brought smiles to our children and tears to our eyes. They guided and informed us, and their music filled the air. They're the talented people who've earned the cable industry's most prestigious honor for HBO, the ACE Award. And that tradition of bringing home excellence continues with 78 ACE Award nominations for HBO in 1985, more than any other national pay cable service. Nominations that span the entertainment arena, from the biggest stars on HBO Premiere Films presentations to the biggest events in the world of sports. From the entertainers who command center stage to the shows that command our attention time and again. The ACE Awards, recognizing excellence and encouraging a tradition of award-winning programming that makes HBO a tradition itself.
town. Still hayseed enough to say, look who's in the big town. But my bed is in a small town. Oh, that's good enough for me. I was born in a small town, and I can breathe in a small town. Gonna die in a small town. Oh, that's probably where they bury me.
flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Singing about America on Christmas Day on MTV. Curtis grew up in New York City and went to the High School of Music and Arts. The high school made incredibly famous by Irene Cara's not only her hit song, but the movie Fame. Well, today is Christmas Day, and all day today we're going to be celebrating with you. And the thing that we can give you, we can't come to your house really and give you presents, though.
we'd like to. What we can give you are basically video presents, and we have got a lineup of specials. Starting at 2 p.m. Eastern, we have The Making of Sun City, and that's a look back at the evolution of the anti-apartheid music and video. That's not too far away. Now, right after that, it's Carol Aid, an all-star benefit staged by the Band Aid Trust in England. And then a little later on today, we're going to world premiere the title track from Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms album. That'll be at 7 p.m. Eastern, and as if that weren't enough, we'll also have Farm Aid, Made in America, featuring performances by John Cougar Mellencamp, Bob Dylan, Don Henley, John Fogerty. That gets underway at 9 p.m. Eastern, so if you've got a new TV for Christmas, or even a cable-ready Watchman, you might want to tune into MTV starting at 2 p.m. The Making of Sun City and Farm Aid, Made in America, are sponsored in part by Panasonic and Coors. Coming up, we have video from Bryan Adams and Tina Turner, It's Only Love. But now this upcoming message is brought to you by the U.S. Army.
You know, the world's changed a lot since I went to this high school. It's a faster track with a lot more competition. But over 50 million people have a hard time competing in today's job market because they've given themselves a handicap. They didn't finish high school.
Hey, look who's here. Hey, Ed.
If you're thinking about quitting school, this free booklet will give you some good reasons for staying in. It's called The High Cost of Dropping Out.
For your copy, call this toll-free number.
Don't start your future with a handicap.
All right.
Do you have anything in aviation? The Army's most technical training
Are there any openings in communications?
is also the Army's most popular training.
I'd really like computers.
So it pays to have a reservation.
Electronics.
If you qualify, you can get a guaranteed reservation for the training you want up to 12 months in advance, even if you're still in high school.
All that you can be.
We'll see you after graduation.
Find your future in the arms.
Congratulations.
was in those ships, all three, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day? And what was in those ships, all three, on Christmas Day in the morning? Our Savior Christ and His Lady, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Our Savior Christ and His Lady, on Christmas Day in the morning. Pray with her, sail those ships, all three, on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Pray with her, sail those ships, all three, on Christmas Day in the morning. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Oh, they sailed into Bethlehem on Christmas Day in the morning. And all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. And all the bells on earth shall ring on Christmas Day in the morning. Check it out. You, baby. Hey, man. Hey, synthesizer, man.
Service you can see, a quarter supplemental, come on out to MTV. We brighten up your picture and we send you on your way. So don't forget to turn to us, MTV today. It's the little old lady from Pasadena.
Hey kids, have I got hits for you by Jan and Dean and the Beach Boys.
Granny's back with 24 original classics by Jan and Dean and the Beach Boys. 2 big records or 2 cassettes of original hits.
Tack it up, buddy, gonna shut you down. I'm picking up good vibrations. She's giving me the excitations. 2 girls for every boy. If everybody had an ocean across the USA, then everybody be served. The girls dig the way the guys get all wiped out. With their feet in the air, you can hear them shout. I wish they all could be California girls. Yes, you'll have fun till an addict takes a fever away. Fun. She's my little scoop. You don't know what I've done. I gotta dance, right on the floor. Dance, right there in the party hall. Dance, burn off that quarter mile. My
16 Beach Boys hits, 8 Jan and Dean hits. All original hits on 2 records or 2 cassettes, only $14.95. Here's how to order.
Have your credit card ready and call toll-free. 1-800-847-7000. That's 1-800-847-7000. You can also save the COD charges by sending $14.95 plus $3 for postage and handling to Granny's Hits. P.O. Box 1199, Scarsdale, New York 10583. Please specify records or cassettes.
Sure, they got money coming out of their ears. Sure, they drive the most beautiful cars in the world. And sure, they travel all over the globe on really exotic vacations. But are they really happy? There's still time to find out. Enter MTV's $1 million giveaway by sending us a postcard or your wrappers from Chocolatey Baby Ruth or Peanut Buttery Butterfinger. It's your chance to win the car of your dreams. With a phone, of course. 85 grand this year and thousands more for decades to come. $20,000 worth of Panasonic audio and video equipment for your home and car. TVs, VCRs, stereos, personal computer, and lots more. Vacations to the hottest places in the world and the services of a financial analyst. We'll announce the winner live at the 5th annual MTV New Year's Eve Rock and Roll Ball, and it might as well be you. So fill out a postcard or a wrapper from Baby Ruth or Butterfinger now with your name, address, age, and phone number, and send it to MTV $1 million giveaway, care of Baby Ruth and Butterfinger, P.O. Box 899, Radio City Station, New York 10101. $1 million worth of prizes in cash. You can figure out how to spend it later.
Feeling
continues on Christmas Day with me, Martha Quinn, on MTV. I don't feel too bad. I'm not the only one working on Christmas Day. After all, Santa has got a long day ahead of him. Coming up next here on MTV, an encore presentation of Artists United Against Apartheid, the making of Sun City. By now you've probably seen the video, but today's special will give us a look at the reasons for this movement and the effort that went into the project, from the artists who founded it, like Steve Van Zandt and Arthur Baker, to the artists who performed on it, ranging from Africa Bambaataa to Bruce Springsteen. We'll listen to the musicians tell us why they got involved, learn a little about what's happening in South Africa, and watch the creation of a hit song and video in Artists United Against Apartheid, the making of Sun City. Now, today's special is sponsored by Panasonic.
From the tops of her mountains to the expanse of her beaches, South Africa is a veritable surprise package of new experiences, unveiling the best-kept secret in today's travel world. If the visitor wants to discover the good life surrounded by indigenous African bush, there't a casino, hotel and pleasure resort with international entertainers in Bophuthatswana. 2 hours from Johannesburg by car or 30 minutes by plane.
Following what's been going on down there for a long time, and I knew I was going to write about it last year, and I went down there. I met with quite a lot of people, every major political group and everybody else down there, and you know, they had certain things they agreed on with each other and certain things they didn't, but the one thing that they all said was, please go back and tell the musical community, you know, to please not play Sun City. Sun City is an entertainment complex in one of the so-called homelands in South Africa. And the homelands are where all the people are relocated. The South African blacks forcibly relocated. And Sun City represents one of the fundamental aspects of apartheid, that relocation policy. Every time somebody plays Sun City, they're justifying that policy.
Stephen had gone down to South Africa, and when he came back, we started to get friendly, and he informed me a lot about what was going on down there. When Steve told me about the record, I decided I wanted to get involved.
We're rockers and rappers, united and strong. We're here to talk about South Africa. We don't like what's going on.
We're calling the band Artists United Against Apartheid, and the record will just be called Sun City.
The artists are donating their services, and Steve and myself and my studio and all that is totally donated.
The money's going to the Africa Fund. Families of political prisoners, South Africans in exile, the humanitarian side of the anti-apartheid groups, you know.
Hello, Danny.
Well, I just basically call up friends, you know. That's how we started. Either friends of mine, friends of Arthur's, friends of friends, you know. And we wanted to try and get as many different types of music represented as we could.
Stephen had always thought about having different elements of musical community represented, and then we put a 40 to 50 person list together, which Steve continually forgot to bring to meetings, so we had to keep redoing the list.
But it was great because it just grew, you know, and it was just great watching it get better and better.
Artist-wise, we really wanted to get a lot of the rappers.
We're rockers and rappers, united and strong.
We don't like what's going on in South Africa, and we figure if we can put a message out to well, it's on TV and radio, and every day you read the papers and you see what's going on, so we figure if we can put out a record, because everybody listen to music, it might do something.
We're to talk about South Africa. We don't like what's going on.
I hope this record
could shed some light on the whole subject so the world could understand what's going on over there.
It's time for some justice. It's time for the truth.
I got involved with the record, you know, to try to find some way to express that point, you know, to people that the colors don't really have no bearing on anything.
There's only one thing we can do.
Apartheid is something we call it because we don't want to call it slavery, but it's slavery. We should call it what it is. Slavery is slavery.
I wrote it more or less directed towards the musical community, and we are producing it from the musical community. We have all kinds of different artists from different genres, you know, all singing together the same thing, you know. It's a show of solidarity within the musical community, speaking to our own people, you know, who are still going down there and playing.
When you start putting money and material things before, you know, life and stuff, something's really wrong with you. You're sick and you need to check out your mind.
Some musicians who went to South Africa didn't think they were not told they were performing in South Africa, but they were supposedly performing in this independent country. Now the reason why, in fact, they were paid a phenomenal sums of money is because the government is subsidizing these shows and these events.
Years ago, before we were really had achieved the commercial status that we have now, they asked us to play there and offered us a ridiculous sum of money, like $2 million to play there, and we could have used the money then, but at least we were smart enough to know what was going on. And I think that anybody that has played there, I don't want to, actually I won't mention names, Rod Stewart and Quinn and people like that have played there are jerks for doing it, and they were more than aware of what they were doing, and I think that they should be called out for it.
Meanwhile, people are dying and giving up hope.
Hey, you want to try it? This is the second day of recording, actually recording vocals. Tonight we're having Ray Barretto. We're having Jimmy Cliff here.
I ain't gonna play some city.
Lou Reed is going to be by.
That's perfect. Yeah, I mean, people will get the words eventually, you know, but
it seeps in like osmosis.
Yeah.
You know, like they'll probably be singing them before they understand what they are.
That's right.
Once you do that, it's like indelibly imprinted on your head forever.
I have to accept all responsibility.
Tonight in California, Jackson Brown's working on his stuff.
I ain't gonna play some city.
Sun City's become a symbol of a society that is very oppressive and which denies rights to its majority of its citizens. So it's a symbol of that society's right to entertain itself, you know, in any way that it wants, and to basically to buy us off, to buy off world opinion.
I know everybody goes through hard times, and money, the mighty dollar, usually speaks louder than anything, but I think there comes a time when the dollar should not be the total object of what you're trying to do.
There were some people in London that we wanted to record, and so I went over there and recorded Michael Monroe from Hanoi Rocks, Steve Bader from Lords of the New Church, and Nona Hendrix, who was there filming a video at the time.
Try that again.
I love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Great.
We're the high parts on the back. The girl vocals, it's me and Mike. We're Flo and Eddie of the funk wave. We both have this view against totalitarianism, which is starting to rise and take over the world. And that's what we're fighting against.
On the second trip to London, we recorded Bob Geldof and Pete Townsend.
I think that the West, America and Britain, should impose sanctions. I mean, I know there's a lot of arguments either way. I happen to think we should impose sanctions, and I suppose the only sanction that a rock performer can impose is to say, listen, we're not going to come and play, you know, until you do things right.
We recorded Ringo Starr and his son Zach, who will be playing drums together for the first time. It's kind of nice. Ringo had been following the issue ever since they asked the Beatles to play South Africa 20 years ago. The thing to realize is this record is not my record, you know. It started out that way, but it has now become everybody's record. Everybody who's on it, you know. There's 35 or 40 people who feel just as strongly about this thing as I do.
This is really a treat to be able to be on this record together, even though we all aren't in here at once. I still feel like we're all going to be on it, and I can't wait to hear us all play together. Music can be very vacuous at times, and it's good when music and the artists who create it are willing to get involved in the painful side of life and try and bring some help there.
I've never really been involved in any political thing at all, but this, I think, needs a lot of attention, so I was willing to do it.
Quite often what our political leaders tell us is inclined to be propaganda or a particular line that they're following, whereas musicians quite often come to the heart of the matter. And with this song, musicians are coming to the heart of the matter, and they're also showing their commitment about something which is as unjust as racial inequality.
As a South African born in South Africa, I am denied the right of freedom of movement. I am not allowed to be outside of my home area for more than 72 hours without government permission. As a black South African, it means I have to carry a pass. As a black South African, I am not allowed to get married to someone from another city. And as a black South African, I cannot vote. And as a black South African, I cannot own land. So, you know, from the cradle to the grave, if you're black in South Africa, you need government permission to exist.
The doctor will see you now.
Let the doctor of the future give you his Panasonic cure with tiny creatures that unfold their features. An FM sound that turns your brain around.
Next.
His group prescriptions unleash a power that changes the future of human sound. Make your next appointment with Panasonic to examine sound band and triple tape. Panasonic, just slightly ahead of our time.
They seem like nothing.
And work so well.
What seems like nothing and works so well?
New Playtex Slender Regular tampons, Mom.
That is new.
It's the most comfortable Slender Regular I've ever tried. With a special Playtex plastic applicator. Way more comfortable than cardboard. And the protection I've been looking for.
Try Playtex tampons or Playtex deodorant tampons in new Slender Regular.
Seem like nothing.
Works so well. I'm convinced.
I've been crazy for you girls since we were terrible twos. In a butterfly string to fit a 501 blues. Now our bodies grew up different, and I love your ways and means. Cause Levi's always understood it's all in the jeans. It's all in the jeans. A 501 jeans.
The Arcadia album is here. Arcadia, Roger Taylor, Nick Rhodes, Simon Le Bon. So Red the Rose, the debut album from Arcadia, available now.
Santa Claus, the man, the myth, the MTV viewer.
I like MTV.
Under the Internal Security Act in South Africa, if you are a musician, you cannot write a song or sing a song whose lyrics will quote upset white people. And this is the language in the law. In other words, you cannot sing a record that says apartheid is wrong.
We had two groups from South Africa on the record, Via Africa, who I had met when I was down there, have just left, and are living here in New York now.
People aren't going out, and there's a cop on every corner, and people get searched and stopped all the time, so I mean, there are a lot of great people in South Africa, let me tell you. I mean, young people who want to do things, you know. But it's really difficult. The only way they can do it now is to get out and do it. I mean, you can't do anything there, you get arrested.
The Mallow Poets have some members that still live in South Africa, and that concerned me. And I asked them, it could be dangerous to be on this record. I mean, who knows what reprisals may happen. And they just felt, they told me, you know, we have to be on this record. You know, we don't care about reprisals, even if it means our death, you know. When somebody tells you they're ready to die to be on a record, you know, that's commitment.
I'm from Nigeria, and I must tell you that Nigeria is heading the campaign in Africa. We're very much with South Africa, and we'll be fighting hard to liberate South Africa.
We originally had the one song, Sun City, and as people came in to be on that, we would encourage them to express their own feelings on the issue, you know, any way they wanted to. And other songs just started to become formed, you know, on their own.
Sun City, Sun City, Sun City, Sun City, no more.
The second cut of the album, which is called No More Apartheid by Peter Gabriel, is an amazing story in itself. We wanted to get him on the record because Stephen had been so influenced by this song Biko, which was about Stephen Biko, who is real important in the human rights struggle in South Africa, who was killed years ago. We gave him the drum track and the log drum track, which is the same thing that Miles Davis played to when he was here. And he started like just chanting, and I just kept giving him, you know, I said, great, do that, here's another track, do that. We basically built a song around this impromptu chant that Peter had done. And then we sent it to Peter, and we were like, you know, so nervous, like, you know, we sort of had him come in under one pretense of doing a little chant, and we ended up like putting a song around it, but he loved it. Miles Davis walking in was sort of a surprise. I mean, we had heard he might show up, but when he showed up and when he did what he did, that was pretty mind-boggling.
South Africa makes me ill, sick, all over, everything. When I think about it, I can't do nothing. Can't even play. You can't go in there. You're the wrong color. You don't belong there.
Miles is on almost every track on the album, including The Struggle Continues, which is a jazz version that also features Ron Carter, Tony Williams, Stanley Jordan. And Herbie Hancock.
My first strong awareness from a personal standpoint of racism was something that happened when I was 18 years old. We were looking for a place to just kind of jam. And there's one place we went into, we walked in there, and the guy behind the bar, he has a, you know, kind of Western cowboy outfit. And the first thing he said was, "We don't serve no niggas in here." I said, what? I'd never been called a nigger before. I really felt sorry for that guy. What kind of life condition could this man have that he would want to lower himself to such a level of being an animal, you know? Gil Scott-Heron did a conversational rap
which tied together South Africa with what's happening right here in America. And that became the basis of Let Me See Your ID.
This country prides itself in being a land of the free. We should be able to understand most people who want to be free, and we should be in support of them.
My grandmother used to say, if you don't stand for something, you'll go for anything. We stand against apartheid. Stand against apartheid.
Check it out. We're gonna on the master tape. I got all the music. Everything is on the tape, on between these two tapes. Okay, for the main version.
We were doing the last mix on a Saturday night. We had to master the album on Monday. Bono came in for the video and was just so energized by the whole thing. He wrote a song.
It's like a kind of a Delta country blues song. I was inspired to write it actually because we spent a night with Keith Richards and Jagger and the Rolling Stones. I also wanted to give it as a gift to Stevie. I wanted to write him a song just for this record. So I wrote Silver and Gold.
He came in like midnight Saturday, and we went over to the Stone session, and around 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, Keith Richards and Ron Wood played on the thing.
Captain Kings in the ship's hold, come to collect silver and gold.
Bono uses silver and gold as a very appropriate metaphor. That's what brought settlers there in the beginning, you know, looking for the minerals. And that's what keeps us doing business with them now.
There's very few people out there who will buy that album. One thing is that
go Arthur, go baby.
There are very few people who are going to buy that album who will have heard every kind of music that's represented on the album.
That's the great thing.
And that's another really important thing.
Be turning people on to things that they
besides me and Steve and maybe a few other nuts out there.
Like all these things.
No one who's into, you know, Miles and maybe Herbie Hancock, those same people might not be into Bono, or they might not be into like what Keith LeBlanc does with Revolutionary. So whoever buys it's going to be turned on to a new form of music, just as whoever sees the video is going to be turned on to an artist they've never seen before. And, you know, it's just sort of like tying everything together. I mean...
Trying to break down our own apartheid right here.
Two Sabres games, hotel, dinners, breakfast, airplane, limousine, odd club.
Wow, just the greatest extravaganza of a Sabres hockey weekend.
International Cable and Rudy's, Buffalo's favorite chicken wing eatery, present the third annual Wingding Weekend to see the Sabres March 29th and 30th. To enter this contest and win the grand prize, stop in at Rudy's, Millersport and Campbell and Amherst.
Hey, Roscoe, 2 double orders, a hot chicken wing.
And don't be stingy with the hot sauce.
They warmed us with laughter and thrilled us with suspense. They brought smiles to our children and tears to our eyes. They guided and informed us, and their music filled the air. They're the talented people who earned the cable industry's most prestigious honor for HBO, the ACE Award. And that tradition of bringing home excellence continues with 78 ACE Award nominations for HBO in 1985, more than any other national pay cable service. Nominations that span the entertainment arena, from the biggest stars on HBO Premiere Films presentations to the biggest events in the world of sports. From the entertainers who command center stage to the shows that command our attention time and again. The ACE Awards, recognizing excellence and encouraging a tradition of award-winning programming that makes HBO a tradition itself.
Canisius College basketball is on the air. Golden Griffins basketball. Saturday night at 8:45 p.m., the Canisius College Golden Griffins host the University of Vermont at Buffalo's Memorial Auditorium. Don't miss all the exciting action of Canisius College basketball, brought to you by Tops Friendly Markets and by Labatt's Beer and Ale of Canada, exclusively on AM 1230 WECK and International Cable.
Like any other song, you know, you want the video to reflect the song, you know, to capture the emotion. It was a street record, you know, we shot it in the street. I wanted that feeling like we're going somewhere, you know. This is not something that stands still. This is something that we are motivating people, you know, the record motivates people. And we wanted that same thing in the video, you know. We start small, one person, two people, and we end up with a lot of people going in the same direction. And that's how political change is made.
The production was organized in making the video in the same way as musicians were involved in doing records. That is, professionals in the field would then, donate their services. And this is a basis in which myself and Godley and Cream and Jonathan Demme became involved in it.
I got involved in the piece on the spur of the moment. I received a phone call from Manhattan Records saying that they were going to be shooting scenes for a Sun City video in 2 days, and by any chance would I be free to help out. I'd been following the news of the project in the media, and I knew what was going on with it, and I thought it was a fantastic thing they were doing. So I really leapt at the opportunity to get involved.
I'll tell you what, you should come in on the first I. You'll enter the shot on I, and you will give it back to him. I. And then you kind of join, and there'll be the four of you doing the calling the song thing. Okay?
The shooting on the video was happening in two countries at once, England and America, and on two coasts at once, New York and California. On one certain day, Godley and Cream were shooting Ringo and Zach Starr in London, while we were shooting Eddie Kendrick and Lou Reed and Reuben Blades in New York. And then the next day, Hart Perry went out to Los Angeles to get Bob Dylan and Jackson Browne and George Clinton, who's so incredible in the piece. And so all this was happening at once, and everybody was doing everything.
So everybody knows what's happening?
You always wonder, what can you do as being one individual? But being one individual and being a part of this has made me feel very, very wonderful that I can make a statement, and along with all the other musicians.
I'm glad that it's becoming more and more clear what's going on over there, so maybe the awareness will help make a change there. I'm quite sure it will.
Really, we were trying to give a variety of feelings, a variety of community feelings to back up the message of the song. It was talked about that the tone of the piece should reflect the commitment and the anger without getting speechy and proselytizing and aggressive. And we had to be careful not to make it look like too much fun. And mainly, again, trying to visualize the unity of spirit. That was the real objective that everybody was talking about. And that's also what everybody was feeling, so it was real easy.
Stephen, who's been my best friend since we were about 16 years old, and gotten very involved in what was going on down there. And
hey, Tommy, I guess maybe
he came back and he talked to me about it from time to time and what he was seeing. And I don't think you can sit and watch it on TV every night. You see some of the pain and the injustice that's going on down there without wanting to do something in some fashion about it.
To be part of the project, and that at the very least it just brings it to people's attention, so they just don't relegate it to some paragraph in the Daily News or a front page in the Post or someplace in the editorial page of the Times, that maybe they could start pressuring different government people to take action instead of the what I consider really mediocre sanctions that have been taken so far.
It was all happening very much on the spur of the moment, trying to tie the shooting in with the rally footage at outside the Citicorp building, protesting various organizations' involvement with the South African government. And also, it was planned to bring this huge number of the artists into town and to gather them together somewhere or other to do a unified image of everybody singing together. And the night before we had to shoot, little Stephen had the great idea of doing it in Washington Square.
It really was a natural thing. We had shot the verses in the street, and so everybody ended up somewhere, you know, in the park.
We all met at a hotel, and then sort of popped on a bus, drove down to Washington Square. It was a very, very beautiful night as far as weather. There was a huge crowd that started gathering around Washington Square, and it was a real sort of festive spirit.
I felt that it was very important that we let everybody know very, very clearly what we were doing there. So Duke Booty got up and did a wonderful 5-minute rap on exactly what we were doing.
You know, this is one of them things that everybody has to participate in. You got to realize that people are dying every day for rights that we don't even use. We don't even use them. We don't vote. You know, we don't take care of our responsibilities. People are dying for rights we don't use. So it might not be apartheid here, but we got our problems, and we might as well face it. So the thing we got to do is everybody get together and sing these lyrics. Maybe we can at least all be together here tonight. Are y'all going to help me or what?
Once the crowd discovered who was there, you know, they got right into it, you know. They got right into the song. They were calling out people's names, you know. People had to take bows every now and then, you know, like a baseball player just hit a home run, you know. You know, they were singing along. It was a great crowd.
Okay, let's roll. Let's do it. Oh, wait. Oh. And roll playback.
We're all against apartheid and overseas. No matter what they do, we can never play over there. Never. We stay together. Treat them all together. Together. Forever. Forever. Together. The whole world and me.
People try to put across it as like propaganda that it's the left or it's the right. This is apolitical. It doesn't matter what side you're on. This is common sense.
What I think is like music for a long time has been used to escape, and I think that due to the urgency of the times, music should also be used to confront issues.
When we look in another country and see what's going on, because down there what's happening is so out in front, but I think it's a good moment for us to take a look at the racism and the prejudice that still exists in our own backyard. You know, obviously not just point the finger someplace else, but it's a moment when we should reinvestigate our own racial problems.
In the editing process, Godley and Cream laid down a basic cut where they developed some, you know, absolutely extraordinary visual effects and set up a style and a rhythm in the editing. And the work I did was to add some footage which I'd researched, some great sequences that Third World Newsreel had given, and Martin Luther King sequence. This tape is unusual in the sense that it addresses social issues within a video format, and it's a careful line between rock and roll, rocking out, and communicating about issues which are serious.
UN has been on record for a considerable amount of time now as being finding apartheid the abhorrent, illegal, hideous practice that it is. So it's very logical that this event happened today.
The song Sun City is an affirmation of the resolve of the community of artists to contribute to awakening the public's social consciousness to the true nature of apartheid and of your responsibility to apply pressure on the South African authorities to put an end to this inhuman and totally unacceptable policy.
Although the money made from the sales of this record will go to help wherever it is needed, this is not a benefit record. Because though the black South African needs are great, they do not ask us for our charity. And though the black South African suffering is horrifying, they do not ask us for our pity. All they ask us is that we look at them and see them, because by seeing them, we see ourselves. Their struggle is our struggle, because their struggle is not against men. This is a temporary condition. Their struggle is against a disease called racism and bigotry.
The system of apartheid, it's not recognized by any government in the world except South Africa. It's like Nazism.
The artist royalties is going to go to the families of political prisoners in South Africa to help refugees from apartheid with their educational and other needs.
Since January this year, 15,000 people in South Africa, black people, have been arrested as political prisoners. More than 40% of them are children between the ages of 6 and 14. I mean, nowhere else in the world do you have thousands of 6-year-old, 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds being arrested. Why? Because they either swear the policemen, or they threw stones at the police, or they demonstrated. And constructive engagement is supporting that. Under constructive engagement, hundreds of black people have died, and people are being shot in the streets.
I think what's important about statements like the artist's statement is no, constructive engagement does not work. Being nice to the South African government does not work. What you have to do is be tough with it.
The only thing we can do in South Africa that we cannot be stopped from is dance and sing. And, you know, so Sun City is perfect, and that's why the government has declared it illegal.
We expected the record to be banned in South Africa. I mean, they're banning journalists, you know. Certainly a record that exposes them for what they are would have to be banned.
Is this song going to change the mind of a racist person, someone who's a mindset that yes, one group of people is superior to another? No. But just the presence of the message coming out into the collective unconscious is in its own way going to erode a little tiny bit on them, I think. So in all ways, it's good.
I've had records sell a lot, and I've made money off of my music, and, you know, I don't think I've ever, you know, I'm sure Steve feels the same way that, you know, his Springsteen album sold, you know, he co-produced it, it sold $1 million, $8 million, $10 million, but I don't think he could ever feel as good as the feeling you get from making a record like this.
The whole experience of making the record was fantastic, you know. Just getting a chance to work with people who, you know, who I've admired for so long. Seeing people committed to this issue. Just from it being out a few weeks, people come up to you on the street, you know, and it really is having the impact that we hoped it would have, you know. People are saying they want to learn more about it, they want to know more about it, they're going to take action, you know. And we're communicating, you know, and that's what it's all about.
So you want to be a rock star? Well, then get your hands on a Casio CZ101 digital synthesizer with its multi-temporal MIDI capabilities and dual line of Casio PD sound generators. This isn't just a synthesizer. Oh no, it's a rocker launcher. Casio digital synthesizers with Casio PD sound. So easy to play, they're rocker launchers.
On Christmas Day, Artists United Against Apartheid, the making of Sun City, and it was sponsored in part by Panasonic. Right around this time last year, a bunch of English musicians got together for the Band-Aid Trust. Well, a year later, they're back to keep the message alive, and just a few days ago, a concert took place at a club in London called Heaven. It attracted rock stars from both sides of the Atlantic to sing Christmas songs and carols for a cause. So coming up in just a few moments, we have Carol Aid.
Dry, chapped lips. For years you used a waxy stick, and you were stuck. But Vaseline Lip Therapy goes beyond relief to prevention. You may never get chapped lips again. Vaseline Lip Therapy covers lips more completely than a waxy stick. A continuous film glides on with a unique applicator to create a moisture barrier that locks out wind and cold. Don't get stuck with a stick. Get Vaseline Lip Therapy, and you may never get chapped lips again.
Taste the fun. It's really soft bubble gum. Taste the fun.
I like the big size Trident bubble gum.
The shape is nice. Taste the fun in Trident gum.
It's great. It's strawberry. It's bubble gum. And best of all, it's Trident.
It's soft.
It's good.
It's bad.
It's chewy. It's bubble gum. Taste the fun. That'll win you over the sugar-rich gum.
Taste Trident.
Really fun gum. These are the amazing Lee press-on nails. They press on in seconds. No glue, no mess. Simply press on Lee Superstick tabs. Then press on Lee press-on nails. That's all. Easy on, easy off. Use them again and again. They just won't break or split. Polish, and they're nearly impossible to chip. So press on Lee press-on nails. In natural and glamour lengths and a variety of sizes for a quick, easy fit. Press on.
Music Box, in conjunction with the Band-Aid Trust, proudly presents Carols from Heaven.
Oyez! 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 From London, England, we welcome Europe, the United States, the world, to Carol Aid 1985, and we wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year!
The seasons will be jolly, la 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 la. Till the meat of Frey in a barrel, la 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 la. Throw the ancient Christmas carol, la 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 la. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say his clothes. He followed the light and came down to a shed where mother and child were lying there on a bed. A bright light of silver shone round his head, and he had the face of an angel. One Christmas carol for you. Oh, night song I shall burn my Christmas candle, watch the flame burning in the brand new. A happy new year, a happy new year. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. How can I ignore the claim that though a king, still you came to save us from what we are? Can we deny what's gone before? The light that led us to your door became our but we suffered a fall, growing further away from the goal, creating a tinsel illusion of you, forgetting the truth we've been taught. So take this Christmas time we built to cover shame and hide the guilt that keeps your love at bay. Created to love, but we suffered a fall, growing further away from the goal, creating a tinsel illusion of you, forgetting the truth we've been told. Let's make this change, it's not too late. The king stands tall, prepare to wait for another Christmas Day. You wait another Christmas Day. You wait another Christmas Day.
A monster check. Well, obviously on behalf of Band-Aid Carol Aid, it is fabulous. Thanks, Pepsi, for 2,000 quid. Every little bit helps, and this is more than a little bit. That's marvelous.
Make your donation now by phoning in the USA and Canada 800 Live Aid, toll free. In Holland, phone 064 101, toll free. Donations can be made from anywhere in the world by phoning London 992 5522. You can use any of these credit cards: Eurocard, MasterCard, Access, Visa, Diners Club, or American Express. Sterling checks or international money orders should be made out to Band-Aid Trust and sent to Band-Aid Trust, care of P.O. Box 254, London, WC2H 9ED.
Please donate money to Band-Aid now and help feed the starving people of Africa.
And in this age of technology, a simple phone call can save a life.
your donation now by phoning in the USA and Canada 800 Live Aid, toll free. In Holland, phone 064 101, toll free. Donations can be made from anywhere in the world by phoning London 992 5522. You can use any of these credit cards: Eurocard, MasterCard, Access, Visa, Diners Club, or American Express. Sterling checks or international money orders should be made out to Band Aid Trust and sent to Band Aid Trust, care of P.O. Box 254, London, WC2H 9ED.
If you know it, join in. I've got the words here because I'm not too sure at the moment. Away in a manger, no crib for a bed, the little Lord Jesus laid down his sweet head. The stars in the bright sky look out where we lay, but little Lord Jesus asleep under hay. The cattle are going, the baby always, but little Lord Jesus, no crying he made. I love thee, Lord Jesus, look down from the sky and stay by my side until morning is nigh. Come on, be near me. Near me, Lord Jesus. I ask thee to stay. I ask thee to stay close by me forever. And love me, I pray. Love me, I pray. Bless all the dear children in thy tender care. In thy tender care. And fit us for heaven to live with thee there. Once in royal David's city stood a lowly cattle shed, where a mother laid her baby in a manger for his bed. Mary was the mother nigh, Jesus Christ, that little child. He came down to earth from heaven, who is God and Lord of all. And his shelter was a stable, and his cradle was a store. And upon the mean and lowly lived on earth our Savior holy. And our eyes at last shall see him through his own redeeming love. For that child so brave and gentle is our Lord in heaven above. And he leads his children on to the place where he is gone. Mary was the mother mine, Jesus Christ, a little child.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, hello, it's Captain Sensible here. Hello there. Right, Band-Aid, they want your money. Makes sense, doesn't it?
donation now by phoning in the USA and Canada 800 Live Aid, toll free. In Holland, phone 064 101, toll free. Donations can be made from anywhere in the world by phoning London 992 5522. You can use any of these credit cards: Eurocard, MasterCard, Access, Visa, Diners Club, or American Express. Sterling checks or international money orders should be made out to Band Aid Trust and sent to Band Aid Trust, care of P.O. Box 254, London, WC2H 9ED.
Where a mother lay little child. He came down to earth from heaven, who is God and Lord of all. And his shelter was a stable, and his cradle was a store. And upon the mean and lowly lived on earth our Savior holy. And our eyes at last shall see him through his own redeeming love. For that child so brave and gentle is our Lord in heaven above. And he leads his children on to the place where he is gone. Mary was the mother mild, Jesus Christ, her little child.
Merry Christmas.
Make your donation now by phoning in the USA and Canada 800 Live Aid, toll free. In Holland, phone 064 101, toll free. Donations can be made from anywhere in the world by phoning London 992 5522. You can use any of these credit cards: Eurocard, MasterCard, Access, Visa, Diners Club, or American Express. Sterling checks or international money orders should be made out to Band Aid Trust and sent to Band Aid Trust, care of P.O. Box 254, London, WC2H 9ED.
These are the amazing Lee press-on nails. They press on in seconds. No glue, no mess. Simply press on Lee Superstick tabs. Then press on Lee press-on nails. That's all. Easy on, easy off. Use them again and again. They just won't break or split. Polish, and they're nearly impossible to chip. So press on Lee press-on nails. In natural and glamour lengths and a variety of sizes for a quick, easy fit. Press on.
Today's sophisticated audio equipment doesn't often break down. Ordinary audio tape often does. So next time, get Maxell, or your sophisticated equipment may not sound very sophisticated.
At Merry-Go-Round and save on the season's latest fashions. Now buy one and get the second item at half price.
Tommy, guess what? What? He was here. He knows. Oh. Really? Tommy? Come on, come on. Even he knows Frey won the taste test.
On a day where Christmas carols abound, I hope you got a chance to see Carol Aid, quite an event, and that took place just a few days ago in London at a club called Heaven. We've got a few more things taking place here at MTV tonight. At 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 out on the West Coast, you can catch the world premiere of Brothers in Arms from Dire Straits. And soon after, at 9 p.m., it's MTV's encore presentation of Farm Aid Made in America. So watch for that. And our video continues. We're in a Christmas spirit around here. Hopefully you're sitting amongst a bunch of presents you've opened up. Not too many you're going to have to return. We have Bryan Adams Pee Wee Herman and a cast of MTV Thousands in Reggae Christmas.
Turbo, I love it.
Why don't you marry it?
Pee-wee, what in the world is this?
Massage oil.
Thanks, Pee-wee.
Great. Hey, look, Pee-wee, we all really appreciate the gifts. I mean,
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Pee-wee, we gotta go to Mark's party.
Yeah, hey, say hello to Mark.
Merry
Tell him about it in a bit.
Christmas, Pee-wee. Merry Christmas.
Okay. We got something really special for you.
What?
there, Pee-wee.
What's my present? Tell me, I'm dying.
We've elected you VJ for the night.
Yeah, but, Alan, it's Christmas.
Oh, come on, Pee-wee, be a sport.
Well, okay.
Hey, thanks, Pee-wee. See ya.
Thanks, Pee-wee. See ya.
Christmas.
Hey, Pee-wee.
Yeah, what? Hey, it's Brian Adams.
You gonna be in this Christmas video or what?
Duh, how am I supposed to do that, huh?
Like this.
Come on, let's go.
It's Christmas, Pee-wee. Wake up.
Alan, I was just in a really cool music video with Brian Adams.
Yeah, sure,
and
Pee-wee.
you were
Come
there,
on. Look,
and
Pee-wee,
JJ and...
I really want to thank you for helping us out tonight. Hey, Mr. T-Doll is great. Thanks a bunch.
I pity the poor fool who don't give Pee-wee no presents.
Yeah, sure, Pee-wee. Come on, we got to get out of here.
You don't believe me.
Sure,
it
I
was
do.
Cool. All the people
I
from
know.
MTV were there, and
Yes,
there was
they were.
music and... Boy,
A lot of fun.
Tonight She Comes from the Cars. Now that album has already gone platinum. It's been out a month, so I'm guessing there are a lot of fresh, newly opened albums of the Cars' greatest hits sitting still unplayed under Christmas trees all around the country. Christmas may be winding down, but MTV isn't quite out of spirit yet. We've got the world premiere of Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms at 7 p.m. Eastern, and at 9 p.m. we cap off the day with Farm Aid, Made in America, and it features performances by Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, John Fogerty, Bob Dylan, Don Henley, and lots more. And looking ahead to New Year's Eve, you can stay home and party with us. We've got 4 live bands, and we're going to count down to 1986 in 4 time zones at the 5th Annual MTV New Year's Eve Rock and Roll Ball. The musical lineup includes the Starship, Divinals, Charlie Sexton, and the Hooters, and we're going to draw the grand prize winner of the $1 million giveaway. So wherever your party is, I hope we'll be there with you. So that begins at 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 10:30 Central, New Year's Eve, sponsored in part by Ford. Coming up within 10 minutes, the boys who have just returned from the North Pole with Sandra S. Knoll doing a video called Dangerous.
Are you searching for answers to improve your daily Christian walk? Do certain Bible subjects seem unclear and sometimes confusing? Then watch A Study in the Word. It can help you discover the secrets in the Word of God. The format is Bible-based and easy to understand. Join evangelist Jimmy Swaggart and a panel of God-called ministers as they try to answer the questions that affect your life. We hope you'll join us for A Study in the Word.
Smith's Budweiser Sports Line every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. on your local cable station. Up-to-the-minute sports topics with your favorite sports celebrities. We invite your phone calls, whether it be a comment or a question. Brought to you by Budweiser, Bud Light, and Metro Teller. See you this Tuesday on your local cable channel.
It's selective, immediate, and relevant. But above all, cable is choice. Discover a world of possibilities on cable. Just reach for the source.
Ever feel the urge to talk back to Washington? Now you can, 3 times each weekday with C-SPAN, America's network. Quiz editors and reporters every morning on national and world news. Tell politicians and newsmakers exactly what you think, one-on-one, as C-SPAN takes your calls live. C-SPAN's live call-in program, 3 times daily at 9 a.m., 5 p.m., and 9 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 6 a.m., 2 p.m., and 6 p.m. Pacific. C-SPAN is a public service of this cable system and the cable television industry.
Personal choice. It means there's always something right for you. Because cable's not just more choice, it's your choice.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Deep End. Thanks all for coming. Got a few surprises in store for you tonight. So top up your glasses and let's get on with the show. From wise folk who've been through it all, the fading days, sprayed on the wall. You got to touch the judge.
It's Dangerous with me, Martha Quinn, on Christmas Day. Be around for the last MTV Top 20 Video Countdown of 1985 on Friday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 out on the West Coast with your host, Mark Goodman, and sponsored in part by Skittles and Dodge and your local Dodge dealer. And here on Christmas, we're all sitting around talking about Duran, just sitting here waiting for them to get back into the studio. So Friday night, we've got a double dose of double video Duran. Simon, Roger, Andy, John, and Nick live. We've got them here for you twice up Friday night. First up, Blue Silver, a documentation of their 1984 tour. Immediately following that, As the Lights Go Down, which is actually an hour-long concert film from Duran from the same tour. So double dose of double Duran Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 out on the West Coast. We'll continue on with some music news today. As a matter of fact, coming up next, the facts behind the firm's first album. That's after this.
A very merry crimbly, happy stereo, lots of plastic wadding.
The worst present I ever got for Christmas was a bucket of horse manure, which my parents tried to pass off as a horse that ran away.
That'll teach you. Happy Christmas.
From Cheech and Chong!
And Bruce Springsteen.
And Tears for Fears.
This is Emilio Estevez wishing you and yours
Merry Christmas.
That's the Jingle Bell Rock.
This is her hottest year. Private Dancer is her hottest album. And she's got plenty more where that came from. Get the album that grabbed the Grammys. Tina Turner's Private Dancer, the best.
I went to New York, I had a dream. I wanted to make people happy, I wanted to be famous, I wanted everybody to love me, I wanted to be a star. I worked really hard and my dream came true.
She's here. Madonna, the sold-out, record-breaking Virgin Tour video, is ready for you.
There's no place like home.
The live video everyone's talking about.
Holiday, come on, put your hands together. Celebrate and get up out of your seat.
That's right.
I love you too.
Absolutely live. 50 all-new, incredible musical minutes. Powerful, spectacular, a celebration.
Will you marry me?
Oh, I think it's all about flirting.
The Madonna Live Virgin Tour video. Order yours today. Call 1-800-525-1000. 1-800-525-1000. Call now.
I'm Martha Quinn with some news. The firm recorded their first album before they had ever played live. Jimmy Page told MTV that this might not have been the best idea.
The fact was that album was almost in reverse to the way that most groups go out. Our album almost promoted a tour because Paul and I wanted to go out live, whereas it's usually the other way around. The tour promotes, you know, the album. And in fact, there's a lot of flaws in it. I mean, the material wasn't very strong. I mean, there was some good, you know, 2 or 3 good things on it, but as an overall album, I guess it had its weak points.
And the firm will release their second album, Mean Business, in mid-January. And although nearly the whole British record industry is based in London, the members of OMD have stayed in their hometown, Liverpool. Bassist Andy McCluskey told MTV that Liverpool is not quite as lively as it once was, but that suits him just fine.
Liverpool is so boring. There's nothing else to do but write songs, so it keeps you busy. I think really, seriously, if we lived in London, there'd be too many other things to do. You know, it'd be like living in LA or living in New York. There'd be too many distractions, and people could always get hold of you and say, oh, listen, you must do this and you must do that. But if you're up in Liverpool, they're less inclined to pay for your airfare and, you know, things like that.
We're going to continue on, get back into the video. This is the band that won the last MTV Basement Tapes that we did out in LA with Frank Zappa. And Frank and I announced the winners, Streetwave from New York City and Beware. And I wanted to mention, along with Greg Demirjian, who leads the band, I wanted to mention that the guitar that you're, my little notes, Vince Schimmel playing guitar, and here I'll do it Marlon Brando style. And let me see, Jeff Cage is the director of this video, Streetwave and Beware.